Okay, this is a reminder for all the people who have chosen to bring through more light, more love, more peace, more harmony in this world, and who want to contribute to creating this. We are beings of light, but we are pure love, right? But no matter how much pure love we are choosing to incarnate into a shit show, a matrix that is full of distortions and forgettings of that. And that has been the case for generations and generations, for thousands of years. And it is precisely what we are volunteering to transmute, but it's there. And the role that we have is not to fix it. Wanting to fix it is another term for resisting it. And what you resist persists, right? We are not here to fix this. We are here because we knew we would find a way to remember that we are the light and not the distortions, not the brokenness. And from that place, anchor in the remembrance of that while we witness the shit show. And so that means allowing the shit show to purge out of us the discomfort and the distortions and the rage and the sadness and the grief and the feeling like nothing makes sense. Like all of that is supposed to come to the surface for our light to witness it and embrace it and allow it to be purged out of us. We're here to anchor in the light and to know that none of the shit show, none of the distortions can touch the light that is who we are, that is all around us, that is the source of everything. It cannot be touched. It is untouchable, pure perfection, divinity. And we're here to anchor that knowing in, not to get caught in the belief that we're supposed to fix it and we're here on a mission to heal the planet. In a way, anchoring in the light and witnessing the shit show happening is the actual healing. That is what true alchemy is. It is detachment from the thing so that we allow it to fully move out of us. It is disidentification, untethering from the shit show, the distortions. Seeing that it is parts of us and of the world that has not been taught and shown the love that they are. Seeing that it is inner children, collective inner children or inner children that are individual inner children that are just expressing the fact that they have not been taught the love that they are and the worthiness that they are and the allowed of being who they are, the love that they are, the power that they are. Like they were not taught that. This is what I mean by incarnating into a matrix of distortion. The way it works is that we are born into families and we absorb the distortions growing up through traumatic events and imitating and being bathed in the frequency of the distortions that our parents were bathed in when they were children, etc. So, and in the teaching, like the whole educational system, the collective, everything is sort of imbuing us with the distortions. So we choose to reparent those parts of us, to become the regulated parent, loving awareness, presence to the expression of these traumas in ourselves when they come up through triggers, through all of the emotions that we go through the situations that happen in our lives that bring them up in us, through the collective things that we are in resistance to. That is also just a way of for us to meet the distortions within us, within ourselves, the inner children within ourselves. So it is all about us anchoring in the light as the parent, the true parent to these inner children of forgetting. And side note, we chose those. We chose the specific kinds of traumas that we would have in our avatars. We chose the families that resonate with the specific kinds of traumas that we wanted to have in our avatars, so that we may anchor in the light through it. Because we knew that was the whole game, to come in, because we knew we would forget, but we knew we would remember. We would remember that we are the light, and that we have the power to be the regulated parent to the inner children. That we have the power to anchor in the knowing, the loving awareness to the shit show that we are witnessing, inside and out. But we also choose these distortions from the get-go, and we resonate with exactly what we chose as distortions, as the avatar of distortions that we chose. And it's the whole point. The whole point is to anchor in the light as the shit show comes to the surface, and not to be taken by it, not to be convinced that, oh, that means that we're such a mess and that we're broken and that we're a victim to this. No, we're not a victim. We chose this. We knew we would come into a shit show, and we chose to come anyway because we knew we would remember after forgetting. We knew we would remember that we are the light, and that we would have the power to anchor that in, that untouchable light, in spite of all the shit that we see outside and inside of ourselves, in our mental, distorted inner voices. Okay, so that is the warriorness of the light warrior. That is how powerful we get to be, because we are here to, moment after moment after moment, not be convinced by the catastrophe of the shit show, and remain anchored in the regulatedness of how all is truly well at all times, actually. And dance with that, obviously, without bypassing the shit show. So feeling the feelings, but from a position of awareness and love. Untethered awareness and love. It is precisely because we know we are not the shit show that we allow it fully to come through and be felt. Right? Bypassing it is another form of resisting it. It's denial. It's too big that I don't even want to have anything to do with it. No. We're so powerful that we can take anything. Bring it on. We are still the light. Bring it on. This is our mission. This is a reminder. And when you find yourself wanting to heal the world and fix the world and transmute all of the distortions out of everybody, you have already forgotten your true mission. This is not what it's about. This is, when you buy into that, you are already resisting. You have fallen into the belief that there's something to resist, that there's something wrong with the world. It's not wrong. It's all meant to be this way. That's part of anchoring in the light. It's accepting that that shit show is meant to be. It's meant to be. Okay? It's meant to be. It's part of the evolutionary process. And we're here to allow it to be, to allow children to be children, in other terms, to allow mistakes to be made so that we learn in our bodies how to be the harmony that we're capable of being in this existence.